Hey, what up, infidels? Another week, another brown. We got a rare interview, another rare interview. We got Craig Conant in here with me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for doing it. That's the reason why I wanted to have you on, and is basically because you might be one of the most positive people.
Oh boy,
I have
really
I have met. Well, maybe inside there's some deep darkness.
I was like, this
for
is a
sure.
Joker, bro. I just hold hot knives on my thigh at home, Be positive, Craig. Don't let them know.
Well, you gotta get the paid out somehow.
Yeah,
But at least why I enjoy being around you is that you make the effort to bring positivity to other people.
Yeah. Yeah, cause I was down in the darkness,
For how long were you down in the dark? Like, where does the darkness start, I guess? Like, what do you mean by that?
I don't even know, bro. Probably childhood, and then, drugs start, and you're in there 10, 15 years, and then you get out, and you're like, oh, shit. That was dark. yeah. Damn. And I was like, I wish that on no human being. Let's save some souls. Because I didn't know I could get out of that until I got out of that. And then you're like, oh, you don't have to do that.
What got you out of it?
Just so many things, bro. Arrest. My claim to fame, my first viral video is the firecracker horse assault on the police.
Right.
On the 4th of July. And I had 4 charges, and I was in jail, and I'm a tiny guy, and I'm going to be somebody's bitch, So I was like, I got bailed out. My mommy, thank you. I love you. Bailed out, got a lawyer, did not go to jail because I had assault on a police officer, a horse officer. It's all in my act, but this is true. Right. It's 100% true. Police officer, horse officer, that's the whole bit.
That's a whole different.
I was like, who made him a cop? Like, how? That's the, but yeah, and then possession of explosive devices, detonation of explosive devices. I just started working at Trader Joe's. The homie Brian Granger was like, yo, you're crazy. Come do stand-up. Because he was a comic. He's like, come do these open mics. I was like, yeah. And then that I bring that up because that seed was planted. Then I got arrested. And then I was like, I need to change my life. And I said, I'm going to get sober. And in the stand-up, it took some time because of drugs and you know how it goes. And but then here we are. Yeah.
Damn.
And
that's so funny.
There's many others. I was like the 400th rock bottom, but that was the one that like pulls you out of it. You're like, get out of there. Like God was like, get the fuck out, you dumb fuck. You have a future.
Right.
It felt like he was like, wake up.
You have a talent that you're sort of wasting.
Yes.
Nothing is worse than wasted talent.
It is true.
Yeah. That is so funny. I feel like if you were to take a picture of us side by side and asked which one got in trouble for setting off explosive devices.
Yeah.
I think I would
win.
Put that up in a poll.
Allegedly. I almost said guilty. And then my family, my Mexicans say, allegedly.
Yeah, it's true.
And my father. Both sides, actually.
Yeah,
criminally active.
Damn, that's just so like when did you start like realizing like did it start with talking to yourself and telling you that you're like sort of worth more than what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm still working on it. It's why I was in therapy for like 8 years and
you're not anymore?
No, I go
graduated?
to a different church. No, I graduated Ayahuasca. I've only done it 12 times, and it's. You think I'm not still an addict, dog? Every day's a struggle. No, yeah, it's good stuff.
Wait, so how does take me through an ayahuasca ceremony?
Oh, bro, it's too much. Yeah, you look at. I just started combing my face. Like, what was that, bro? I'm on ayahuasca now.
That's a soothing behavior.
Wow. Cálmate, niño. You take this little shot of consciousness, and if you're lucky enough to connect full throttle, you visit, enlightenment, God, love, Buddha, Jesus. Jehovah, who you touch the pool of love. But even if because it's like meditative, you got to quiet the mind to connect fully, to go to wherever you go. It's a different dimension. Yeah, I'm starting to believe the Lord of the Rings is based on a true story, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit, bro?
What have you seen in these other dimensions that have made you? Because this was interesting to me because I've done DMT once, and
I didn't see no elves.
Okay, because I've heard that's a thing. It's like you see elves.
Yeah, it's just, what do you say? I died and decomposed and came back as a blade of grass. I was reduced to a skull vibrating and like shaking. Where I felt like I was shaking off negative emotions, energies, what traumas, you know. Yeah, you just, Alex Gray art makes a lot more sense now, you know, and you just go to these realms. It's very indigenous. You see all the indigenous patterns that that you see in Native American cultures and whatnot, just in any indigenous culture.
Right.
And like all of a sudden those little wooden tikis at the Vancouver airport, you're like, oh, I saw you. And then, I've seen you before. Caca.
That's funny. It meets you in your travels again.
Yeah.
It's like a traveling totem almost.
You're just more awake. You can see stuff for what it is, you know, and it's just, it cleans you. It's a purifier. And then you go out into the real world, you get dirty again. That's why I thought I was going to do it one and be done, but it just peels back the layers of the onion, so to speak. And you heal from stuff. But you're like, oh, that was just a little bit. So you got to go do the work, and then you just puke up fucking locusts or whatever in the spirit world. But it's probably, you know, child abuse or some shit in the real world.
Right.
It's insane.
So you're purging the negative energy from your body. Is that what it is?
That's what it sure feels like to me. And I think they started putting some sciencey shit on it. They you know, they put the brainwave gamma shit on some fool when he was tripping balls, and I don't know that world. I just lived it, you know. That's for the nerds, dog.
Damn, so
I drink the cup.
And you just go.
I go, yeah. I was trying to take 10s at first because you get a scale of 1 to 10, and I was like, give me a 10.
Wow, you started at the.
But no, the shaman was like, it's your first time, and I was like, how about a 9?
Where'd you start at?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you recommend then that place? That's a place for people to start.
Now, the more I do it, right in the middle, baby. Number 5, stay alive. I don't need that. Sometimes you take too much and you can't compute the data coming in. It's like downloads. It's just crazy.
And it's like scary. Can it get scary?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, bro. Yeah, I felt like, I mean, I don't know how else to say it without sounding like a lunatic, but I felt like I knife fight the devil in my liver and my tummy. And I took his legs, and I keep going back trying to kill him. Yeah,
that was a trip.
Yeah.
Damn. So did you win? Did you beat the devil?
I took his legs.
You took his legs.
He's really strong.
Yeah.
He's so strong.
I imagine.
I know how I sound, but what's funny is anybody who's drinking the cup, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, he's not lying."
No.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was there, dog. Yeah. I seen it.
Damn. What was that? At any point, did you feel like you're about to lose to the devil?
Mm-hmm. Of course, the whole time I was like, "Get out of me!" And you just puke, and it's crazy. How you think I stay positive?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you just fight the devil on your free time.
He's in my liver.
God damn.
Yeah.
So okay, so how are you?
I'm so weird, bro. I gotta stop drinking the cup. Never surrender. Fuck that fool up. You took Park West Side.
How often? When's the next time you're gonna do it?
Because I remember December or January.
I remember you called me and told me about it. You're like, bro, you gotta
do this shit, bro. Come with me.
Oh man, that sounds, out of all the psychedelic experiences I have, that sounds the scariest. I've never had to fight the devil before.
No, it's cool, bro. Come with me. I know the path. Come on.
You sound like the snake in the Garden of Eden. That's what you sound like. Oh, come on.
I need backup.
Just take this. Just take the knowledge
Help
apple.
me out, dog.
Tag team against my turn against the devil.
Get him. Oh, no, it's peaceful, man. No. Oh shit. I didn't meet him till like that, 8th, 9th time. Like God builds you up. He gives you
He gives you the
he
strength to
gives
fight
you
the
a
battle.
bicep in the spirit world. And the spear. And then you get him.
So how do you feel about touching the street Bible a little bit earlier?
I washed my hands. God, the devil gets you dirty. God gives you soap and water to clean you out. Yeah, we found a street Bible when he parked.
We parked it. There was a Bible on the street, and you picked it up.
Yeah, it was pretty greasy too. I kind of regretted it. That's why if you saw me, I didn't touch nothing. I didn't want to answer my phone, but then when I looked, I was like, oh shit,
You got to answer the phone. Right.
Yeah. And with street Bible hands, see, God is good.
That's true.
I got a good call.
Yeah, it's true. You picked up a Bible. You treated it respectfully. It was just in the middle of a parking lot.
Yeah.
You put it somewhere
Put
safe.
a bookmark
You put a
for the next
bookmark.
guy.
Yeah, for the next guy.
Yeah, he needs it.
Josh, can you do us a favor? Can you look up? It was like the Book of Kings, the floating battle axe.
Battle axe to the head, like Kings-5 or something. I
Yeah.
put a bookmark in
Yeah,
it. I wanted to go read the page. I should have took a picture of it. I'm sorry, God. Send it back to me. It'll still be there. Nobody's putting up a greasy street Bible under a car,
No, there's no way. Unless the person who left it there.
Yeah.
The person who left it there is I can't even.
There it is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, he's gonna pull it up in a second. But damn, that is crazy how that happened.
Yeah.
You picked up a Bible, and then you got a good call. And not even like on some like Christian on some like let me treat this important book with respect.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, after you go to the spirit world, let's just say I have crosses in my home now, like I never had them either.
Really?
Ever in my life. But I always roll with Jesus because I grew up that way. Yeshua, know your history.
Well, you gotta roll with the home team.
Oh yeah.
You gotta roll.
Oh yeah.
There's some weird good karma in that. It's like because I grew up Muslim. I'm not that religious, but if it came down to it, Team Muz.
Yeah. I know. But I'm weird because I question everything and I have the rebel in me because of my father and both sides really. And so I don't believe in the book. All of it and the pedophile cult running the show. But I like the man and the love and the real message because if you look up new scripture, it's like Jesus says you can fuck that guy's slave over there. And it's like, wait, that's the rewrite.
Yeah.
That's a remix going on.
Well, yeah.
But Christians and Catholicism don't want to hear that part, They're like, hey, I'm like, hey, guys. Which is it? The omni God, peace, love, benevolent, or you'll burn in hell? Because those can't be.
Those can't.
It's this one. Some emperor rewrote the hell to make you fear and give you your coin.
Right.
Give me the silver. It's in my teeth. They took it.
Oh my God.
That was a good bit. I'm glad I watched those street Bible hands, huh? Oh my God, I'm so autistic. I just laugh like that. It's not that there's anything wrong with that.
God damn. But yeah, okay, wait, let's see. He brought it up. So, what does the story of the floating axe head mean? His primary idea about the significance of the axe head story has to do with it shows misfortunes that appear to upset the work of God's people can be taken up by God and made to contribute to building up of the kingdom.
I don't understand that. That's a riddle.
Yeah, I think it's trying to say
out of bad comes something good.
Yeah,
what happened?
Out of
bad comes something good.
Yeah, I think it's all about, like I said, turning what you think is a misfortune and like turning it into something.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Good.
Because that's in my act.
It's literally what
that's
you just
what
talked
I
about.
just talked about. Yeah, the worst day of my life turned me into a comic and to stop doing dope.
Right.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. That's what you picked up. And that's the first
Thank you, Yeshua. And God.
That's the first thing you talked about on this when we opened this up was something to do with that. Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
Isn't that wild?
The synchronicities we're always talking about when you're on the right path. God shows you or the universe or energy, Buddha, Allah.
Yeah.
Abraham, what you got, dog? Jehovah, throw another one in there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, Vishnu.
The
even,
big gig in the sky.
Yeah, whatever
as
it is.
Pink Floyd would say.
Whatever it is, it is very. The more you synchronize.
Science calls it ether.
Is that what science calls it?
The thing that connects everything. Even they got a word for it. We're all fighting over it and killing each other. Just chill out, homeboy.
Right. This is all. If you're on the right path.
Oh,
you'll
Jesus
just see
ate
this.
mushrooms and drank ayahuasca for sure. That's what church used to be. And then the white man got a hold of it and said, "Get that enlightenment out of here."
You think so?
That's what I downloaded when I was on the cup. I was like, "Oh, this is what they did. This is what they did."
This is how you see God.
Yeah, and then you're free. You're free of in your mind, heart, body, soul. And then you look at the government and you're like, "Man, fuck you." You know?
Yeah, right. Just the things that control the arbitrary things that control you.
Yeah, just what fucking taxes 40, 50 when you make me like what'd you do? Fucking asshole, you weren't there slinging hoodies in Poughkeepsie in winter. You know what I mean? On the side of somebody stole one, that son of a bitch. I'm fucking holding up hoodies. This guy steals one from me. I'll fucking get you. See, we're not all peaceful yet, huh? I'm sorry. I'll drink the cup again. I'm sorry, guys. I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, hey, I lost your train of thought as well. I was like, how did we end up here? It is funny though, the synchronicity of just like everything, of just how I got incorporated. I think I told you this. I got incorporated, and I was very afraid to do that. Like that's a big step.
Me too. I still haven't yet, and I've been told several times. I
You
gotta
got
do
to.
it. You inspired me. I will.
Talking about taxes, you know what I mean? That's like you gotta at least keep something for yourself here. Yeah, you're right. The government is stealing
Criminals.
Yeah. They're basically like agents, and the governor is just another agent or a manager that you gotta pay.
They're the mob.
Yeah,
They're the mob, and they don't do anything I want.
No.
Like, how about give me some back for a guard? And they're like, no, bombs for everybody.
Right.
Fuck your teeth.
Right? Can we not fix the streets at all? No. We just gotta make sure a brown family dies.
We don't have money for help. We murder.
Yeah. We're in the murder business. Wow, this is the mob.
It is the mob. We're just in all governments. I don't care who. They're all just the murder cartel. They take our money and murder. That's what they are.
Only the good ones.
Yeah, we're really good at it. Jesus. Damn.
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, but so that's why you gotta.
The government needs to find a street Bible, huh?
I think the government's the reason why the Bible's laying on the street. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Somebody was reading that, was like, man, fuck everything, dude. He was reading the story about how misfortune turns into fortune. Some homeless guy who can't get a leg up at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't get the mental help he needs. Just like, oh yeah, this is a fortune. Fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit.
I did think that because we were standing in front of some state troopers when we picked up the Bible. So I was like, I wonder what they're thinking.
Oh, we were?
Yeah. I don't think you even noticed them.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I had all eyes on Street Bible.
Yeah. The devil's watching.
Yeah.
When you're talking to God.
Yeah, pigs. No pork.
It was very symbolic of just like, hey, the devil is watching you right now.
And he's in pork.
He's in pork.
He is, dude. They say pork is the #1 parasites that can break the membrane to go from your gut to your brain.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why in Islam and Judaism, it's illegal to eat pork, or it's haram. They say.
And before the healing circles that I get, they say no pork. Whatever you do, no pork. I'm like, what the fuck's in this pork, dog? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Prerequisite, no pork.
Why?
Yeah, Americans hate it. I'm just kidding.
That's so interesting. No pork?
For at least 2 weeks, or the medicine will react to it. And you just puke more, but not in the healing way.
But in the get this out of my system way.
Not in the the locust way.
The locust?
Yeah, how do you say that word?
Locust.
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 I think so. So you were always. I remember one time we did the sketches.
Oh my
at
God!
our house, and and then you were just always you.
I can't be. They send me auditions. I was like, is it me? Can't do it. What do you want from me? Oh boy.
Whoa. Wait, could you say what's a famous movie then? Luke, I am your father. Can you say that with any sort of seriousness? All right.
Ooh, no.
Go. We're in
You
scene.
making me nervous, dog.
We're
Hang
in
on.
scene right here.
Wait, look at you.
Yeah, look at me. I'm Luke Skywalker.
Okay. I get it. This is what happens in acting class. I always turn into fucking my Muppet. I get all nervous and my lips quiver. And I start like growling a little bit. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm nervous.
Just for one line. Let's see.
No. Mm-hmm. Luke, I am your father. I can't act, man. Why do you think I'm on the road, bro? They send me auditions like, this guy's retarded. You can't say that. Autistic. I'm sorry. Forgive me for my sins. Oh, God. I laughed so hard my heart felt that.
That's a good laugh.
Yeah.
The best laugh is the one where you can't breathe.
Yeah.
That's the best laugh where it's like, oh, I have to breathe now or I'm gonna die.
Yeah. 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 Ooh. Good stuff. We're funny, dude.
Dude, I mean, the energy in this city is just
It's palpable. There is a motherfucking scene here, dog. If I didn't live on the beach, was born and raised Los Angeles, I probably would do it. But I got too much over there, dog. I got 4 cats in the ocean. You know, wait. I can't. You can't. But this is if you're the oh my god, you know what I'm trying to say. Middle dogs trying to get the big dogs. This is the place,
right. If you have if you got nothing going on.
This shit's cracking. That club is magical.
Yeah,
magical.
For my first time I visited here, you were in the car picking me up from the airport.
Yeah. Dangerous Brown.
He had a Dangerous Brown like connection, as Brody would say, connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's the first thing you told me to do. You're like, move to Austin.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even remember that.
You got to move here.
I see the game. I try my best. You know?
Right.
I do my best. Don't say try. I learned that from Kanye.
Oh yeah. You got to talk a lot.
Do your best.
You got to talk in affirmatives and positives.
Yeah. What were we saying? Oh, you punked me into saying you're a theater comic now, huh? Because I was like, it was a bootleg one. It was this. It was that. You're a theater comic.
Yeah. You got to.
What's funny is you're the second person to punk me into positivity in like 2 days. Dude, I got to talk about this.
Yeah.
Talk about the symbolism. Keep in mind, I was a junkie on missing a tooth. I'm not trying to brag. You know, I lived at home with mama. You heard the damn tale. But I was in the Delta Sky Lounge. See, I even have to say that to talk positive about myself. What the fuck is that, bro?
Right. Well,
I am worthy. I love you, Greg.
There is this weird line where you want to, you don't want to seem like you're coming off as cocky.
I don't want to be braggadocious. It's
Right.
inspiring, the gutter to hear, you know? So I got an Amex Platinum that gets you in the Delta Sky Lounge. I'm in motherfucking Delta Sky Lounge and I rub my hair and I have a caterpillar in my hair. And I run into Tiffany Haddish. I haven't ran into any famous fucks, as I call them, but I love them in the Sky Lounge ever. And then in the same day, I have a bug in my hair, a caterpillar, dog.
Yeah.
I run into Kevin Nealon and Tiffany Haddish, and nobody tells me I have a caterpillar in my head. And then I put it all on Insta Story, and I put it out in the bushes because they have a patio. You could inhale all that jet fuel. You know, it's quite nice.
They have a patio in the
outdoor
airport?
patio that people like fight over. I'm like, it's jet fuel. I'm staying inside on this one. I'm a fucking hippie, dog. I take my shoes off on the soil, you know?
Wow. You know what's crazy? You're the second person to say something like that to me in the last 2 days. My girlfriend's sister was like, I wake up every morning and I touch the grass.
Oh, you got to. It's sciencey. I don't know the data, but I just touch it.
It's like touching another human being. It's connection with the life form.
No, but it gets rid of some ions that we need to because we're electromagnetic beings and we're in an electromagnetic world, and I don't really know the science of it, but I felt it on ayahuasca, all right? I was like, oh, yeah, there it is.
You
Look
saw
at
the
that.
electricity?
Yeah, like this is it, you know? Wait, we were talking. Oh, and then she punked me because I said, you in here, you rich now, huh? I'm like, oh, we're on the way. We're not rich yet. She said, you rich now, huh? I'm like, yes, I'm rich now. I am rich right now in this moment. And she was right. Because if you got breath in them lungs, you rich, dog.
Ooh, that's a bar, bro. That's a bar, bro. You know who needed to hear that? The guy who left the Bible in the parking lot.
Yeah, he's dead now. Can't win them all.
Yo, bro. So check this out. That's so funny. You said I can't win them all, bro. So yesterday, before I got here, I was telling Craig how I went to this weird wedding where
don't bring the devil back, man. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Where you touch the Bible, we're safe. Where the bride basically had paid for everyone to be there. And so every guest was paid for. None of them were real. And we all had to go through this ceremony and pretend that we were
And he showed me the video of her, and there's just no eyes. You know when there's eyes but no eyes? Mm-hmm. She's
just gone. Made everyone do speeches, made everyone do dance.
This is making me feel funny, dude. Isn't that sick? You're laughing.
Yeah, no, Josh, it's for the first hour, genuinely hilarious. For the next five, deeply disturbing.
Oh, God.
Deeply disturbing. Just staring at herself in the mirror while she's dancing. It's just like so, the vibes were so bad. So bad. But, so on the way out, I'm helping my girlfriend break down all the...
On the way out, you throw a street Bible at her?
Yeah.
She comes back like that king that Gandalf pulls the poison out of. Like,
oh, yeah, she had stuff behind her eyes again. But on the way out, bro, a dude who helps break down after the whole thing's over, so he doesn't know anything that happened, but he's coming breaking down he works for the venue. He sees me and he recognizes me as a comic, and he goes, oh, how'd your set go? I didn't know you did the wedding. That's so cool. And bro, I was so fucked up that I was like, I didn't even say anything. And he goes, can't win them all.
Oh shit! Didn't I just say that?
Yeah, that's why I brought up that story.
There's another synchronicity. My brain couldn't compute that. I was like, that sounds familiar. Where did that come from? Oh, just a moment ago, Craig. Life is so hard,
dude, isn't it?
Why is it so hard, God?
Isn't it, bro?
It's easy.
No, I mean it's keeping going is easy. Life itself is just so tough.
Yeah. I gotta do this shit again.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what's crazy? Before my Rogan episode, Joe and I didn't talk. Just the one thing he said before he started, he goes, "Never ends." Put on his headphones, and we got going.
It never ends.
It never ends.
It never ends.
It never. You just have to. There's always one thing after another. There's very few times where you get to sit back and be like.
Yeah. Oof, a little tired. A little tired on the soul.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes, guy. Hell no.
Right. That's
arrest.
That's why. Do you do like breathing exercises at all? It feels like you would.
I actually do and don't. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
My shit's just a little different. I try to, but it's hard. Like you trying to teach me that word. That it's the same in the breathwork world. I'm doing it. I know one. This is the only one I can remember. You take when you're stressed out and have anxiety. I forgot what it's called. Google it, and you go. You do two, and then you hold it in, and then you exhale. Real slow, I believe. But then there's like a different one where you do it fast. This one can over-oxygenate your blood and can release DMT, and you don't need to drink the cup. I took a breathwork class, and everyone started screaming and crying and laughing. The teacher was like, you'll do one of these three things. And sure enough, like a fucking orchestra, I'm fucking weeping.
You're weeping.
My lady, I'm a weeper.
You're a weeper.
I'm a weeper. My lady, ex-lady, she was laughing maniacally. Like, it's an insane asylum in there while everyone's doing this. And you just release. And I remember it felt like I was in a fighter jet and I couldn't put my hand in my face because it felt like G's were pulling it back just out of breath work. And you're supposed to do this for 30 minutes. At 5, I was like, I'm done. This is crazier than a quarter of mushrooms. I can't handle this.
Do you remember what you had to do?
Yeah, it was that breath work, I think. Yeah.
That?
Yeah, we could just look it up real quick. Over-oxygenating your blood. Oh, there, he's on it.
Taking 2 inhales reduces CO2 levels, slows your heart rate, and leaves you feeling calmer, less tense, and more focused. That doesn't feel like something that would make you
No, that's the calming one.
Okay.
What's the one... So I think that's the chill one. That's why it confused me. That's the slow breath out.
Right.
And then I think the other one is fast. Because I think you just, because then you all of a sudden you just start tingling. It oxygenates your blood, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? I remember I went on a hike the next day with Matt Lockwood, Big Daddy Lockwood. I fucking love you,
shout
bro.
out Daddy.
Yeah, he's so funny. Check him out. And we were hiking. I was like, dog, I did this breathwork class, and it was like crazier than any psychedelic I've ever done. I can't believe it, you know? Yeah, you got to try the stuff. I'm going to try it all, dog. I'm going to go to the jungle.
You've only done ayahuasca in LA
I
apartments.
want Iboga. I want the toad. Who's got some venom? Put it in my eye. Let's go. Let's get this devil.
You do sound like you're an angel recruiting people for your fight for the devil.
Come on, baby. Get your guns. Gangsters for God, homie. That's what this planet needs right now. I just listen to trap music about Jesus. It's so dope.
Really?
Sometimes.
Give me a line.
Oh, man, I can't think of none. But I just know, well, one of them is called, like, American Terrorist, but this guy just basically does, like, a 14-minute ad-lib rap about, like, the Bible. How the fuck can kill Abel? And it's the dopest fire shit I ever heard in my life. I'd have to pull it up. My phone's on your floorboard. I didn't want to be distracted. But yeah, let me look this up because this shit's fire, bro.
This is a 14-minute freestyle rap about
something
God.
like that, yeah.
That's you know, when you think about cool things about God, you don't think of a 14-minute freestyle rap.
I'll be bumping this shit, bro. This shit, I probably should stop because of rights or some shit. With some shit, you know, YouTube and their fucking, you know, I see you shadow banners.
Bro,
banning the light.
I will say this, though. It's like you're supposed to spread the word of God. So the idea of copyright striking that is hilarious. It's like, oh, bro, that's actually straight up the work of the devil.
Yeah, that shit's fire right there.
Oh, my God. It says, first of all, it says crack.
Yeah.
It says
you can smoke crack and meet Jesus still.
It says crack therapy. That's what's on the
bro. That's the only shit that'll get me to do push-ups, bro. I'm just like fucking.
Again, if you were to put a picture of us side by side, and ask which one of us likes the song "American Terrorist."
What's side?
Oh my God, Crack Therapy 3. There's 2 more crack therapies.
Got it. I didn't even know. I got that's my next workout album.
Crack Therapy 2?
Got to me, I'm just buff after next time you see me.
Buff for
Crack
Jesus.
Therapy, dog.
So you let God in while you work out? Do you listen to stuff about God when you work out?
Oh yeah, I can't stop listening to Jesus is King by Kanye West and Donda. I listen to them on repeat, and I haven't. And Tupac.
Do you feel like your workouts listening to music about God are better than your workouts that you don't?
Oh, I don't really work out. That's what I mean. That's the only thing that will get me to
get you to like
getting hyped up on some God or some shit.
Well, the spirit
some
of
positive. Because I used to just listen to the dark stuff, you know, and then you just want to grab a pistol and dance, and you know, I'm not even kidding. Like,
yeah, well, what do you mean? What's the dark stuff that you're talking about?
No, I just mean, first of all, gangster rap's my #1 favorite of all time, and it's all I used to listen to. But I used to listen to it 90% of the time. You know,
right.
You just want to hold the gun.
Right. There's a level of anger in that that sort of seeps into you.
You know. And then I'm not saying the bangers. This is my go-to, but like, you know, maybe less than half. Maybe sprinkle in some Bach. No, it's some Charles Mingus, some jazz, some Kanye, some God, you know what I mean? I just mean you can't listen to Slayer all the time. You're going to be bad. You're going to be in that wedding, you know?
Oh my God, that wedding.
It's too much. I'm not, of course, you know, you got to listen to something, you know, you just start driving faster. It influences you. I notice that every time I put on old school Metallica or Slayer, I'm like, why am I speeding? Oh, that's why. Angel of Death is on. This is bad business. But it rocks. You know,
Right. Well,
I put on Jesus King and like, oh, cut me off, lady.
Yeah.
We got everything we need.
You got to balance the light with the dark.
Yeah, it influences you. Yeah, that's all I've been doing is teetering towards the positive, pulling the weeds of negativity out of the brain. And I find myself, once you're aware of it, you can see it faster and get rid of it faster. And you go, stop it.
So what do you do if in those moments where you're down on yourself?
I like
You're not around any sort of ayahuasca type drug. Like on your day to day, something happens. You're like, stupid Craig or whatever is in your head.
breathe, breath, slow breath. Gun, but not that one. I like KRS-One hip hop podcast. This isn't my wisdom. This is his. Gun is God, universe, nature, and that's what he said, and I love it, and I took it. Thank you, sir.
What does that mean?
Just pray to whatever you got. Doesn't matter. Universe, I don't even know what it means, but nature. Or universe, maybe just looking how big this shit is and be like, you worried about this? Does this matter? Maybe perspective is what that means. Just kind of improvise. That sounds good to me. And yeah, because it's not with those common sayings like, what does it matter? Will this matter in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 5 minutes? No, 3 months. It takes it out. Because in the moment, you're like,
right.
You're like, let it go.
You look at it.
Let it go.
You look at it from some outside perspective.
Yeah. And then nature. That's the only shit. That's guaranteed. You're having a bad day. Go on a hike. Go on a motherfucking. You sound silly, but just touch that soil.
No, fresh air is so big, and I think a lot of people, when we were forced to stay inside, like for that year, I fucking lost my mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it made me.
I got videos. We all got videos of it.
Yeah. It made me truly realize, like, bro, you gotta taking a walk does so much for you.
A long walk, baby. If I'm about to yell at somebody, your manager, agent, this or that, I walk, and then you come back like, it's different.
Right. It just clears your mind. It's good. It's actually good exercise.
Yeah.
It's like
I hate running, and one of my buddy looks like Wolverine. He has like a 12-pack. He had H-bomb. He beat me up when I was drunk one time, and I had it coming. Yeah, he's the man. He stepped on my head. But anyways, he helped me. That sounds bad. He's a lovely guy. He trained me for free, and then I was like, I don't want to do this shit.
Right.
Oh no, what was the train of thought? It's gone, bro.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Taking a long walk, healthy.
Oh, he
guy
told
who
me
runs.
that because I hate running, and he's ripped and looks like fucking Hugh Jackman. He's like, dude, long walks. That's all you need. Look at long distance runner. They're all fucked up. Like you don't. It's bad. Like sprinting's better. Just rapid bursts. Like just sprinting a little bit. But he said long walks. You don't even have to do that. That's if
Right.
And I went, hell yeah, dog.
How long? Like how long are you out there? Like what's a long walk? Here?
Like 40 minutes.
Okay.
Like at least 30. 30 to an hour.
You do it every day?
No, and that's why I go dark. And then I go, get out there, and then I do it. Or a bike ride. Yeah, that helps.
So when you go to these dark places, is it like what is it? I'm not good enough? I'm dumb?
Oh, yeah.
Like what is it really?
Self-terror. just terrorizing myself and my heart and my intuition and my gut. The devil, just like, you're not good enough. You're a piece of shit. You don't deserve this. You don't have it come, just the bad. The shit. And then you're like, I'm good.
Right.
Right. You're fucking fine.
Right. On a day-to-day basis, you take a deep breath.
Yeah.
This too shall pass is such a very important thing to like really internalize.
Somebody told me that before my first set ever at the Comedy Store in the Belly Room. This too shall pass. I took a stand-up class, and they had like a bringer show at the end of it. Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you did a class?
Oh yeah.
You're one of the people who did the class because I never did a class.
Oh, I did so many. I was so scared.
Oh, well, okay. So what? So for those of you who don't know, in the stand-up world, a class is like very like, it's usually done by grifters and charlatans. I would say. No,
I'm a little bit of both.
No, not taken.
What's a charlatan?
Like a fool, like a
yeah.
like but not taken by, but it's put on by usually.
Yeah.
Because they know that because the real thing about comedy is not about. You can't learn it in a class. You have to go out and do it, and whether or not you have it.
I say you can, because I what it did was I knew nothing. When like none of us, I knew nothing. I just knew I was nuts and I had to get it out. And it's just in us, you know. And then look how I'm holding my hands right now. What's happening, bro?
You're letting the universe come to you. You let it come.
And they come to me. And then like I saw a little ad like free stand-up class in LA Weekly, and I was like, oh, that's what I want. And then I went, and of course, like he did give me information, and I don't really want to mention his name because he used me like later when I blew up. He's not my friend, and then I get big, and now you're tagging me on everything, bro.
As like look at a success.
It's like, hey man, should have texted me once in 10 years before you use my name to make you money.
That's what I mean. That guy is a grifter.
Yes. And then, but it led me to like-minded humans, and then I learned stuff. But I didn't even know where the open mic was. I had no clue.
Right.
I didn't know you went to the club. I didn't know, you know. So I took this class. They're like, oh, here, come to these open mics. I was like, oh. And yeah.
Did you learn how to like? Did they talk about joke writing? Did they learn how to do that, or was it like small stuff like take the mic out of the stand, put the mic stand here?
They talked about jokes and joke structured, but I was drinking and drugging at the time, and I didn't listen to any of it. And I just like being there, and I was always the weirdo and was different. And but I did pay attention to what you just said, like move the mic stand, because in the first set, like my hand would shake so much. The guy was like, hold it to your heart, it'll help that. Switch hands. So the technical shit I paid attention to, and it absolutely helped me for years. But the actual joke writing format, I didn't pay attention. He was doing graphs and shit, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's interesting. Well, this is a deep technical question. When do you still switch hands?
No. On a big moment, yeah. I noticed on my Comedy Central taping, it came back because I had never done a taping, and I switched hands, I believe. Or something big recently had happened.
Do you switch? Do you switch hands on a punchline? Because I haven't told you this, but I have been experimenting with switching hands just randomly during my set, and I'll do it in weird places. Like I'll do it in the middle of a joke. Tends to not work. Doesn't really make any sense to do it. Do it on a punchline, maybe works. Do it for a whole new joke. Like, you know, one joke in this hand, one joke in this hand. I'm just trying to, if you've ever seen Mulaney's, I think Kid Gorgeous, he does this thing where he throws the mic back and forth in his hands so smoothly.
Yeah.
That I think it's like, so I was just like, so.
There's so much mic play. I find myself doing it now for a different reason, of course. I got my sea legs and my wits about me, and I've been in the trenches for fucking 11 years, so I don't shake like that anymore, unless it's something astronomical. But then, keep it cool, baby.
Right. Also, even on stage now, you just remember that advice.
No, yeah, but it's came up once in the last 6 years, you know?
Okay.
But now I switch hands, like you saying, like, organically, appropriately for the bit. Like, oh, I need this hand to do this. Let me switch hands. And that is fun, because what's crazy is I could barely talk sometimes.
Right. You've said like 6 words correctly this entire time.
And then on stage, I'm telling a joke, delivering it on rhythm, on beat, whatever it's called.
You have a very punchy beat.
And be thinking in my head, like, whoa, you're passing the mic right now, dude. That's fucking cool. That's progress, bro. I'm patting myself on the back while delivering the joke, and then I get off stage, and they're just like, how old are you? I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand it, bro. It's fucked up.
I think this it's called the idiot savant. I think that kind of describes you kind of perfectly.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be more savant, but fucking, it's like, yeah. Like, people think it's an act. It's like, no, dog, I struggle.
That is genuine.
You should have heard me read a page at an AA meeting, bro. It was the worst. It was Cookie Monster the whole time. And I can't name the person. Like, I just, like, Luke, I am your father, for a page.
Ironically said it better here than when I asked
If it's quick, if it's like, do this, I go, and this stuff comes out. The ooze, the primordial ooze. But yeah, I can't name him because it's anonymous, but a very famous fuck that I look up to. I read it like a caveman, and then when it was over, he's like, read it again. Everybody fucking fell out laughing, dude. It was a comic one. Yeah,
Right.
I didn't do any. I didn't snitch. But yeah, it was funny. And then they're like, we're never gonna ask Greg to read out of the book again. It's like, give me the paragraph, you asshole. Don't give me the big long one. You know what time it is. Give me the short one. I get nervous. I look up to these people.
Right, that is crazy that you look someone who look up to you have to read loudly in front of. That is pretty nuts.
You do it, bro. I was so nervous. It was full, chock full. I'm like, oh fuck. They're just like, oh, he is. Yeah.
Do you ever use like the mic stand at all? Like because that's something I've been doing recently. Is like
I haven't played with that one yet. I maybe sat down once. I'm scared of that stuff.
Really? You don't even sit?
I've never once maybe.
How'd that go?
I get nervous. I don't like. I just I gotta do me. I don't know. I guess that's the autism, the savants.
Right. Yeah, that's the savant part. You gotta just do what makes you feel comfortable. But that's interesting. So it's like because I'm always trying to play with what makes me comfortable.
I should. I could and I should. Maybe I will. You're inspiring me because I want to try it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Have you ever? When was the last time you did a set where the mic didn't leave the stand?
Maybe once or twice, but probably because of a shitty room and technical error. I remember doing it that way. I could do it. I just don't. I don't know. I just get my little energy and I just want to kill, so I do what I do.
Yeah, I get that. I'm talking about more like sort of like low stakes rooms. I'll never forget this.
I struggle with that too, though. I know what you mean, but yeah, what you're saying, you never forget.
I'll never forget being in Marty's. Remember Marty's?
Yeah.
Yeah, just that shitty open mic. You paid $5, and there was maybe like 3 people there who are the comics waiting for their turn.
And they live there too.
Some of them live there.
Yeah. Darkness.
But I'll never forget being in Marty's and watching Jesus Trejo come in. And it's the first, Jesus was by this point.
Killer, man. He's sharp as shit.
No, he's killer, but he's also Jesus at this point, too.
Yeah.
It's not like just some open micer that like, oh, he's going to be good. He was big by this point. And he came into Marty's, which I thought was crazy. I was like, whoa, he's here. And then he spent his entire set just like making sounds with the microphone. It's Marty's. There's no reason to do your act.
That's how he's so damn good. This motherfucker is practicing the in-betweens.
But that's what I'm saying is that, like...
I'm going to do it tonight.
Yeah, no.
It's my first time doing bottom of the barrel. No way, Jose.
No, I would say, Marty's wasn't the comedy store.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But, I was curious because the way you speak and your cadence is so refined. That when you were like, oh, I'm playing with moving the mic, I was like, oh, that's curious. Like, what else are you playing with? I think if you were to play with more stuff like that, I think you could unlock something.
I think I will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm growing.
Everyone's
growing. And you spend 3 years on the road, you kind of ferment and you want to reinvent and do things differently. And yeah.
But the beauty of stand-up is like, even like a set where I do all the jokes like I normally do, but in my right hand, that's a different set.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. Any little thing. I've been going up without my hat and I feel weird, bro. I'm like, I'm a fraud. It's not me anymore. Yes, it is. You don't need the hat. It's just so weird. We get so in our little things,
We're very superstitious. We're like we're like athletes. It's like it's got to be done this way before I go up.
Bro, first time I murdered, flannel and hat. Never, ever again. For life. All of it. I wore a suit one time, and this is like 11 years in, and it's still with no hat. Because I did Comedy Magic. I know Magic Castle.
Oh,
The stand-up.
They did stand-up at the Magic Castle?
They did like a VIP event in like a separate room on the right or some shit. It was fancy though.
Right, it's the Magic Castle. You have to be fancy.
Yeah, and I wore a nice 3-piece blue suit.
Ooh,
Calvin
blue.
Klein got it on Macy's Suit Day sale. And it was great, man. I was just got back from ayahuasca. I was all enlightened, and they got the shiny Greg. He wasn't tainted by fried chicken and pork yet. You know?
Yeah, it wasn't tainted by Street Bible.
Yeah, Street Bible. The green.
So you killed? You killed?
Yeah, it was awesome.
And you were like, and you never thought, maybe I should try that again.
A suit with no hat?
Yeah.
No, maybe, you know, in the future. We'll find out. But like, it's not me.
Well, you know, when we talk about growing, it's like, the best part about growing sometimes is like, oh, I didn't know that was me.
Yeah.
Like, this aspect is me, and I'm glad I went outside of myself
Yeah.
to have that experience.
Maybe I will, dog. Maybe I will.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like, what's left? You know what I mean? Once you're getting good at like the basics of this,
Yeah.
it's like we gotta just throw everything to the wall and figure out what's going on.
I think next up for me is crowd work. I've always been scared of it.
Ooh, really?
And I never really did it. Even though I do it, but if it happens, I never searched for it.
You never go into the crowd.
Mm-mm.
I'm too afraid of that too.
Yeah, I'm terrified. Motherfucker's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know what they're gonna, well, who are they? What are they gonna say? How do I deal with it? But and then when it happens, we're fine.
Right.
So why can't we do it? We're in our own heads.
Right. So you're afraid of what are they gonna say and how am I gonna react?
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what if I go in there and I can't find anything funny. Like sometimes the best advice I ever got with crowd work is listen to the audience, which, you know, and like just respond. But I'm so like, I gotta say something funny. I gotta say something funny. I gotta say something funny. And that when I go out into the audience, sometimes I come off as combative.
Yeah.
Because I want to say something funny.
That's why I'm scared of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, shut the fuck up, Helen. It's not that funny.
Right. Especially when she likes you and she was on your side.
Yeah.
I remember having this set at Creek where, you know, basically it was a no one audience, and I was like, who you know, some joke about God, and some Christian guy was asking me about Muslim stuff, and I was asking him about Christian stuff, but I was coming off a little more combative than I normally do because we're talking and I'm trying to find something funny.
Yeah.
And sometimes you think, oh, funny, just be mean.
Slow down. You're right. I could do it. Slow down. Don't be mean.
Just talk to them. And I think the audience will like it when you're talking to them.
Yeah.
And the funny naturally comes. Like, you, at this point, I hope you realize that you're funny. You've been doing this for 11 years.
That's all I ever had. No matter, I would be like, you're a loser, you're a piece of shit, oh, damn, you're funny, though, bro. God damn, you're funny. You killed it last night at that party. You're not allowed back in, but you fucking had them rolling, dog.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I ever knew and cared about.
Right.
But that's what got me here, and now it's bringing me up in other areas of my self-esteem and self-worth.
Right.
Because I'm funny. We're almost at $500,000 on Facebook, bitches. People make fun of that, but they got money over there. Facebook sells tickets. Laugh now, comics.
But that's a very, you know, I maybe there's someone who's depressed that needs to hear that. It's like, I know you know that you're good at something, and if you focus on that skill, everything else.
1,000,000 times down. Mm-hmm. Double down.
Mm-hmm.
Triple down.
Mm-hmm.
1,000,000 down. Oh my God. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, if you just focus on that skill, like everything else comes up.
Yeah, look at our lives. We're living proof.
Yeah.
You just did Rogan, bro. You just Rogan.
Right.
I cried for you.
I'm also a bit of a weeper, but like it has to come. Like the last time I really weeped, besides Derek's wedding, was before I moved to LA. I got the call to go to the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
And we were watching that movie Everest, and in my mind, the Comedy Store was Everest, and I was just like, at the beginning of the movie, it's like, oh my God, I'm climbing this shit, and I just started fucking bawling.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, I'm doing
Every
it.
big moment, I just bawl, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. Get it out.
Yeah, how does it feel to fucking follow your dreams, dog?
Oh, weird. It's been free falling this whole time. There's no healthcare here. That's why I keep saying, go to the jungle. It's cheap. Eat the banana. Yeah, we're just free falling.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's crazy. That's why we need to do breath work and go on long walks. Because it's the unknown, and
Following your dreams. There is a level of ungroundedness to it.
a level. That's all there is.
There is no ground. You're right. It's a free fall.
Yeah.
And you just have to just sort of find those moments where you can
keep the faith.
Keep the faith.
I am funny.
Yeah.
That's your mantra. I am funny.
Do some breaths. Find a street Bible.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we go, this is something I want to do. Josh, can you bring up some top movie quotes? And I want to do some reads with Craig.
No, bro. Shit. I got this. I'm fucking an actor.
Okay.
You are worthy.
Okay. Ooh. What was it? My mama said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
I can do that one.
Okay,
He's fucking,
Yeah. All right, you go.
Oh no. What's this? I got this. What's
Okay.
it saying? Read it. Where is it?
Right there, Forrest Gump. Oh my God! Oh, he's having to read. This is an issue.
No, I got it. I just get nervous, bro. I can fucking read.
Are you sure?
Or an Audible guy. Books on tape. You heard of them? I just get nervous, bro. I shouldn't have read that. Now I'm like, remember the line. Remember the line.
It's so much fun.
My hand's tingling right now. I had a stroke. Nah. Hang on. I'll do it. Hang on. Give me a minute, bro. Mom. Hey, man. Mom. I just turned into the Cookie Monster, bro. My mom always says life is like a box of chocolates. You keep eating them, kid. Oh, God, I'm special. I found out on a podcast today. I know you never know what you're gonna get.
You keep eating a kid is probably a better reading of that line because it's like what that feels deep.
That made me remember something. So I've always been funny,
Right.
And I remember it was like my second stand-up class. So I was still scared, and that showcase was at the Ha Ha.
Right.
And I killed, with being, what I am. And a suit came and he's like, hey, I want to get you in this agency. You got to meet, And that was like my second or third time. Jack Jr. was there. He saw me.
Okay.
He'd never forget. Yeah. He's like, whoa, this guy's weird. It was awesome. It's fun to have somebody see like when you're Inceptions and you still know like.
Right, to see how much you've grown.
Yeah, like 11 years later. And you're like, well, and I got into the meeting and it was like an acting guy. And he's like, this guy's going to book. And then he said, do you want to act? And I was like, yeah, but only if I could say my own words. I don't want to read the thing and remember it. And he's like, you're a little green, huh? And I was like, yeah. And then I didn't get signed, and I never did anything with that agency, and I just went and open mics and Madhouse Comedy Club.
Madhouse Comedy Club,
where I met you.
Yeah, on top of a mall.
Yeah.
What a time, huh?
Yeah.
What a time. It's just there's a time when it's crazy when you meet people who are like-minded like you. Like, I want to get great at this thing.
Yeah.
And you're just and you're in a room full of them. That's why Madhouse was the best. It was all the people who wanted
those
to
lineups
were so insane.
Oh, bro.
It was insane.
So cool.
It was like me, you, Brian Simpson, Taylor Tomlinson, Derek,
Eric Myers, Jack Knight,
R.I.P.
Opie, R.I.P. Eric too. Oh dear
yeah,
God.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, a lot of dead homies.
Yeah. Man, dude, I can't even. Lockwood.
Yeah.
So many people. Jesus, I talked about him. Jesus, Zoltan. Oh my God.
I remember
Jay was on those lineups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Cheney.
Jesus.
Damn, dog.
Bro, those lineups are legendary. I did genuinely one day when because Derek still has a lot of them.
Oh, thank God.
Because he was the booker. When he posts them, people would be like, what the fuck was happening at the top of a mall in San Diego?
Where you got paid in a sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And $20?
It was $25 and a meal.
Yeah, we slept in that green room many of times.
Yeah, slept on couches.
Yeah,
but the lineup was worth it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do.
No,
one more, just one more. Can you do the I'll be back Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I could do that
but
one.
with the accent.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I thought
He's
throwing an
autistic.
Austrian. He's Austrian.
Same thing, bro.
Craig, thank you so much
I
for
love
doing
you,
this.
man.
I love you
I
too,
love you,
Doug. I
dog.
love you too. Hey, and this is something, and I want to end this with, usually I end with peace in the Middle East. That's one of the things I say, but I want to end this with something that we've been saying around the club because we really feel this in Austin.
We up.